I've seen dead bodies. I filmed dead bodies. But this was different because these people I had known as a person. And now they were lying before me, dead. Not dead because they'd done something wrong, not dead because they'd tried to harm anybody else, but dead because they tried to help somebody else.
The distant shot means that on short-barreled guns, 35 or 45 centimeters. For long-barreled guns, it's over 1 meter.
Ellos tenían la fuerza, tenían las armas, pero ellos nos temían más a nosotros, que éramos civiles. O sea, ellos venían con el miedo.
What we have learned from Second World War is that you cannot obey orders, because many of the German soldiers say, oh, there was a commander, he told us to do that, and he couldn't do that, and we did. So it's not our fault, it's the commander's fault. And then commander said there was another commander, and in the end, you end in the top, and the top is not there, so nobody is guilty. Nobody is being able to put the responsibility on. And the Israeli army, because of this experience, have a law that you have to refuse if it's illegal.
I had 2 tapes, one I gave to a lady to hide and one I hid on myself. When they found it, I said, look, I'm a journalist, here's my press card, will I get my tape back? And I asked that question 3 times. The 3rd time, I got punched in the back of the head and thrown down some stairs. That was the response when you said, I'm a journalist, can I keep my footage? There was no way in hell you were going to keep your footage.
For me it was the largest, the hugest attack against free press I know, because they put all journalists to prison, they took all the equipment, and maybe more important, they have all the tapes, beside of a few tapes we could hide.
És a dir, privar de la llibertat de premsa era el primer objectiu que tenia Israel en la flotilla de la llibertat. Perquè si la veritat no sortia a la llum, ells podrien donar el missatge a nivell periodístic que els interessava.
Only if you want to hide something, and this is the only explanation why they interrupted all the connections, and they also intercepted all the tapes and all the recordings we did.
És a dir, el més fort de tot plegat per mi va ser veure per la televisió imatges que no sé si exactament eren en directe, però si no eren de moments abans, emeses en directe per una televisió turca, no?
Onların bunu yapmasına zaten izin verdik. Yani bizi engelleyebileceklerini düşünmelerini istemiştik zaten.
قرار اعتراض السفن ومهاجمتها كان قرارا موقعا.
Ancak yayın devam edince, insanlar yaşananları görünce bunu yapamadılar. Ve ben inanıyorum ki çok sayıda insanın hayatını kurtardı orayı.
En aquell moment va ser com dir, bueno, és que això ja ho sap el món.
The results of last night's events are tragic and unfortunate, and Israel deeply regrets any loss of innocent lives. But it cannot compromise its security. Nobody would. We can also not ignore the most basic necessity and obligation of Israel to safeguard its security by appropriate measures when threatened.
Terrorismo adelantado por los grandes países, el terrorismo de Estado.
Todos los movimientos solidarios, ¡viva la lucha del pueblo palestino!
Luchamos por el derecho del pueblo palestino a existir. Queremos ratificar el repudio del gobierno bolivariano por esta masacre contra un grupo de hombres y mujeres que solamente llevaban un alivio al pueblo palestino.
According to our Abrahamic tradition and my own belief, killing one human being is killing humanity as a whole. Yesterday, humanity drowned in the international waters of the Mediterranean. This unacceptable action was perpetrated by those who in the past had taken advantage of ships carrying refugees and those escaping one of the worst tragedies of the last century. They should be more aware than most of the importance of humanitarian assistance, of the dangers and inhumanity of ghettos as the one we currently witness in occupied Gaza.
La Armada británica tenía un bloqueo naval sobre Palestina y el éxodo en 1947, con miles de refugiados que huyendo de la persecución, del nazismo, se dirigió hacia Palestina. Cuando se acerca a las costas de Palestina y en aguas internacionales, los comandos británicos asaltan el barco y los judíos se defienden. En esa batalla campal sucede lo mismo que en el mar y Mármara. Estos comandos no se les ha enseñado su propia historia. La historia de cuando ellos eran los débiles, la historia de cuando ellos eran los refugiados, de cuando los judíos lanzaban flotillas de la libertad con la misma dirección hacia Palestina. No aprendió la lección del Holocausto como un nunca más hacia toda la humanidad, no solo como un nunca más hacia ellos.
The flotilla consists of citizens of 32 countries, representing many faiths, Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and people from all creeds and backgrounds.
Dolayısıyla bizim zaten tarihimizde Yahudiler Avrupa'dan gemilerle denize bırakıldıklarında bize sığınmışlardı ve bizim topraklarımızda 500 yıldır çok rahatlıkla yaşayabildiler. Bizim Yahudilerle hiçbir alıp veremediğimiz yok. Onlara karşı bizzat bir düşmanlığımız yok. Bizim problemimiz Siyonist rejimle ve onun yapmış olduğu, orada masum halka uygulamış olduğu şiddet ve zulümle bizim problemimiz.
Con la llegada del nazismo a Europa y Alemania, Albert Einstein se comunica con las autoridades turcas y les solicita protección para los científicos judíos alemanes, y fieles a su tradición acogen y refugian a estos judíos que tanto aportarían a la sociedad turca. Dice Einstein que hay una fuerza que es más poderosa que el vapor, que la energía eléctrica, que la energía atómica, y es la voluntad, la fe.
We're talking suddenly to the soldiers, trying to kind of explain the situation of the injured people, and when I saw their crude and ugly way that they treated the injured, I've just lost it. I became very aggressive, and they put me on the ground, they forced me on the ground with a plastic thing on my head, suffocated me. I felt 2 times I wanted to die. When I was taken outside, and they have a lot of computers that they destroyed, lots of mobile phones, like a mountain of everything. And when we got to the shore, all these mobile phones picked up signal. So I'm sitting on top of these mobile phones, and I'm just hearing all these tunes and all this vibration. It's like an orchestra. Thousands of people calling their loved ones, their family members. And then I've heard my mobile phone. I've heard my mobile phone out of all these phone calls. And I was sitting there and I had a tear in my eyes, I don't know why, but I had this kind of beautiful song on my mobile phone, my ringtone, which say, منصوب القامة يمشي مرتفع الهامة يمشي منصوب القامة يمشي مرتفع القامة يمشي في كفي قصفة زيتون وعلى كتفي نعشي وأنا أمشي وأنا أمشي وأنا أمشي وأنا أمشي لا لا لا لا لا لا لا لا لا لا لا لا لا لا لا. So I was suddenly like they're beating me and they don't really understand the meaning of that words, the meaning of that song. And out of this old craziness rings for these mobile phones, I'm hearing this song, which made me stronger than the fucking Israeli army, make me stronger than the whole almighty Israeli army. And I felt with that spirit, I'm okay.
Eline düşüyorsunuz. Bu yüzden şöyle düşünüyordum. Yani biz burada en az 1 ay, 2 ay kalırız. Belki 5-6 ay kalırız.
At a certain moment, it was the question whether to sign a paper that we entered illegally Israel, which was nonsense because I was obliged by the soldiers to enter Israel. I never intended to go to Israel, and just to leave immediately and to go home. And I said, why should I sign this immediately and leave all other passengers in prison, you know? Only because I have a special role as a journalist or whatever. And I thought, no, as a journalist I have also to see what is happening in prison. So I decided to stay there as all the others stayed there too.
Si vous ne collaborez pas, vous irez en prison. Et moi, je lui réponds, ah bah ok, bah j'irai en prison.
One main question was when to leave. Maybe every prisoner is thinking about, and we had no idea. I couldn't call my family. I couldn't call a lawyer. There was no permission to do any phone call at all during these days.
La plus difficile pour moi, c'était de me dire que ma famille, qui était restée en Belgique, doit se demander, parce qu'ils ont certainement eu l'info, comme qu'on a été attaqué, et peut-être qu'ils pensent que je suis morte.
3 gün boyunca uyku yok. Tabii ki sürekli İHA'dayız, konsolosluğun önündeyiz ve daha nereye kadar götürebilecek bunu düşünmeye başladık ama bize bu yaşadığımız her şey şunu da gösteriyordu. Demek ki Gazze'deki insanlar her gün bu işkenceyi, her gün bu sıkıntıyı ve korkuyu yaşıyordu o çocuklar. Her gün babalarını kaybetme korkusuyla yüzleşiyordu. Kadınlar her gün eşleri eve geri gelmeyecek korkusuyla yüzleşiyorlardı. O korkuyu bir nebze olsun çok yakından onların hislerini biz de duyma imkanı oldu bizim için.
Özellikle Türkiye Devleti'nin, Türkiye Cumhuriyeti Cumhurbaşkanı'nın, Dışişleri Bakanı'nın, Başbakan'ın müdahaleleri olmasaydı, Birleşmiş Milletler Güvenlik Konseyi'nin hemen toplanması ve ardından gerekli açıklamaların yapılması sağlanmasaydı, öyle tahmin ediyorum ki İsrail'in niyeti bizi, tamamımızı mümkünse, tamamımız olmasa bile belli bir kısmımızı uzunca bir süre orada tutmaya niyeti vardı İsrail'in.
Et je me souviendrai toujours de cette image, la porte de l'avion qui s'ouvre, au moment où je sors, j'avais des milliers de gens en face de moi. Je me suis dit, oh my God, what happened? Enfin, à un moment donné de l'histoire, et j'espère que ce n'est que le début, c'est le commencement, on a pu attirer l'attention du monde entier sur la condition des Palestiniens et sur la situation du conflit.
Nobody is being able to put the responsibility on. And the Israeli army, because of this experience, have a law that you have to refuse if it's illegal. Is that you cannot obey orders, because many of the German soldiers say, oh, there was a commander, he told us to do that and he couldn't do that, and we did. So it's not our fault, it's the commander's fault. And then commander said there was another commander, and in the end, you end in the top, and the top is not there, so nobody is guilty.
It's over 1 meter.
Ellos tenían la fuerza, tenían las armas, pero ellos nos temían más a nosotros, que éramos civiles. O sea, ellos venían con el miedo.
What we have learned from Second World War,
because they'd tried to harm anybody else, but dead because they tried to help somebody else.
The distant shots means that on short-barreled guns, 35 or 45 centimeters, for long-barreled guns.
I've seen dead bodies, I filmed dead bodies. But this was different because these people I had known as a person. And now they were lying before me, dead. Not dead because they'd done something wrong, not dead